going back to Orange County Bagels. With the changes that he presented, because I don't have the code in front of me, is it still within the code, or are they still requesting variances? It was difficult to hear you, everyone voted yes for something, so I don't know if that meant the project is approved, the public hearing is closed, people had the opportunity to write in, I didn't hear any of that.
The public hearing is open, will remain open. We will be
I
working.
can't hear you.
You talk, yeah.
Okay.
Because of the planning board's intent to declare it lead agency, the ZBA is not permitted under the seeker regulations to take formal action tonight. The planning board had asked us for an informal assessment. It's non-binding on this board. We will advise the planning board that the opinions of the board members was favorable. They will continue to process that application on the planning board. When the seeker is concluded, the environmental quality review is concluded, they will come back to us for a formal vote, at which point then they would have their area variances. The site also must obtain site plan approval, and I believe special exception from the planning board as well.
A clarification, will the businesses that plan to rent from him require to go before any of the boards, or just any business can rent?
That I have
It would have to fit within our code and within what we allow. There is a school that is close by, so it would have to be a business that would be fitting for that proximity to a school.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dawn.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna so administrative stuff.
Administrative stuff. We need John, and we need the calendar, I guess.
Yeah, calendar. John, do you have a calendar?
We have to figure out our meeting.
Yes. For purposes of, I would love, and
Thank you.
Steve and Merrill, can you still hear me? Can you hear me? I can bring the computer closer. Okay.
We have a reorg.
Right.
Trustees, courts, planning boards.
We're trying, the only one I need to confirm is the board. I spoke to John about planning board.
Yeah.
So they're
It's
the,
easier to move the planning board than it is to move this board.
Right.
it's easier to move that board?
Yeah, because
I think,
Stephanie has more open areas, more open days.
Liz, you're only available on Thursday.
No, so when I last spoke with John, assuming I've got everybody else's current schedule, it looks like, subject to the court not being in session, the first and third Thursday of the month
Okay.
would be fabulous, at least for my schedule. And we can, if that doesn't work, Steve and Merrill,
That's okay, because we got
That's good
planning
for-
board in
That's-
second and
I'm
fourth.
doing it.
So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
flexible.
Here.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So at the reorg meeting, we'll have all of those dates.
Right.
I'll forward it to you before, I'll forward it to Stephanie before for the planning board. The courts get convoluted because there's the prosecutors and
Right.
there's
Yes.
a lot more pieces to
Right.
that puzzle
I,
than ours.
So before we finalize this, I'll double check with the court clerk and make sure that doesn't offend anybody's schedule.
Yeah.
For the court.
Yeah.
Because I know how hard it is with prosecutors to move their schedule.
Yeah.
But tentatively, it'll be the first and third
The,
Thursday.
Yes.
my thought process, and again, you're ultimately the board, right now you currently have one meeting. Lots of boards, and this is a preference, and I'm talking two ways. This is a preference for this board. A lot of boards schedule a work session, so the first meeting of the month is a work session. They can come in, look at the applications, we can discuss legal issues, we can discuss jurisdictional issues. Do we have jurisdiction? Is
You
this,
just can't
We can't vote.
Vote,
It is
yeah.
still a meeting open
Yep.
to the public. It would have to be publicly noticed. We don't vote, minutes still have to be taken, it should be recorded. But that can be really our hash out, and then when we have a regular meeting, and of course, the regular meeting would be taking testimony. Some of the issues that you have with applicants, and that's already been buttoned up and resolved.
I think we all discussed this, and I think we were all in favor of this. Am I correct, Steve and Merrill?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we all agreed that,
It will also,
yeah.
and I would also recommend making, if ours is the first Thursday of the month, I would recommend making a submission date 7 to 10 days, and I can look at a calendar and I'll come up with a table of dates based on the calendar for you. Make it a hard submission date. If we don't have it, because you need time to review it, consultants need time to review it. If there's a question for the engineer, maybe you want to bring the engineer in, that you have questions. That gives you that opportunity, and that 10 days is huge.
Right, oh, absolutely. And we,
Business
yeah.
days.
Yeah.
That's absolutely,
We
yeah,
don't, we're not here on the weekends.
Yeah, it should be busy.
definitely.
Everything.
So, that way, and also, if you make that a fairly firm date, you're not getting stuff in
What's failure to plan?
3 hours Look, you're still going to have applicants hand up materials in advance at the meeting. You know, the attorney walks in, they hand up their,
Additional.
they hand up,
yeah.
that's okay. But the application, the plan sets, that should all
The meat of
be,
it, we should have.
the
ahead
meat of
time.
it should be in.
So it'd be
You
maybe-
shouldn't be, here's my plan set.
Be Ollie.
Right.
I want to
And
be Ollie.
Marilyn, Steve, I apologize, I keep turning my head, so I'm gonna shimmy this way.
All right.
All right.
All right, that sounds good, that sounds good to me.
So when will the
With
next,
you?
when will the next meeting be?
So the next meeting.
Well, so, just what I would suggest, because it's so tight, the first Thursday is technically next week,
week,
let's not, we'll set it for,
Could be 3 terms.
we'll tentatively set it, and that will give me a chance to, my apologies. So the third would be the 15th,
15.
would be April 15th.
That's the third Thursday.
That's the third Thursday. And then we can start the work sessions going forward
Okay,
in May.
because we've really, we have discussed, we're familiar with
Yeah.
Nicole, so we should be able to,
Hopefully.
Yeah.
and if we have any questions, we can always.
Yeah, we'll push to have, we've asked county to expedite it.
Yeah.
Right,
Legally, they don't have to.
Right.
Obviously, if Nicole Street's the only thing in front of us and we don't have it, it doesn't make sense to me on the
Right.
15th. And what I'll do is I'll go through my calendar back at the office and make sure that those Thursdays don't fall on holidays, and then we can adjust as appropriate in given months.
Okay.
Now, again, you're not getting as many applications as the planning board. There are likely months where we're not meeting, we don't have an application. But we can at least, this falls on a major holiday, let's rework this now.
okay.
And we can put that on our website, put the submission dates on the website and have that all.
And we'll have that, John, we'll have that 7 to 10 day submission date
Mhm.
posted
Mhm.
as well.
I'll create a table with the
Okay.
work session date, the regular meeting, and the submission date.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Make a
And then-
motion to, are you done with your housekeeping?
I'm done with my
All
housekeeping.
right. For those of you that weren't here before, I don't know, Corinne, this is our new board attorney, Elizabeth Cassidy, and our new board member, Jim Kiernan. All right, you want to make a motion?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
I'll take Jim's second.
Yeah.
And just for the records, it's 7:45.
There we go.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Much better.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, you are phenomenal.
Much better.
Very nice.
It's like a weight lifted. Very, very good.
Are we off?
Hold on. So
I have it.
I'm just.
I'm not ashamed to say that.
Right. I'm stopping that in 3 minutes. Just so you know, I have recorded this, I will
Okay.
email it to the clerk so they have the Zoom recording, just as a backstop.
Perfect.
Are we done?
Our Zoom's still on. Oh, there you go.
Again, just to go over,
Was that done?
How's everything? How the kids?
We had zero communication previously.
Good.
any communication that,
No laptop.
that any of us have,
How's
we
being a mom?
will share with each other so that
You
we're
know,
all
we're not,
on the same.
your kids are kind of.
That doesn't make-
like, it
when
might
we
be-
look up
you're-
and
You're not like
very
pulling
close.
back,
We'll-
right?
we'll-
Like, we're being.
I'll get-
You made the motion.
So, which I didn't know until December, thanks to
Denny
my
made a
neurologist.
motion and Jim seconded.
Selena, are we still recording, right?
No, we're done.
Oh, we're done, closing, all right.